need someone to save me from myself, to hear me cry when I call out for help. I blame it on the voices that are in my head, wondering if they'll ever be put to bed. Feels like I am close to reaching my wit's end, holding out but I'm about to blow it up like a volcano. Another day to lose control. There's a fire in my bones. My sight gets...
Good morning. I am a little late, 10 minutes late today. But it's better than not showing up at all, because I did not stream for like a few days. But I'm back. I am alive and well and miserable pretty much. But you know, oh fuck, I gotta do this again. Good morning. I am alive and well and under caffeinated, but I'm here. I'm gonna stream, read some news, see how miserable the world is, and why should I be miserable alone? So come along and see how miserable the world is, and let's play some Wordle, some crossword, maybe some quiz, and then get out of here, okay? Because we all have lives. You got, not me, but yeah. What is this? I'll get my camera right. Yep. Right. First news: leaked recording reveals ex-Israeli military intelligence chief calling 50,000 deaths in Gaza necessary. I'm not even surprised anymore. I could just see these things. Most people, a lot of people have been talking about it. People, these all things we know, we pretend like we're shocked, our humanity is like hurt and whatnot. It's not. We know this is happening. I don't mean to sound insensitive, but I do feel like we have, or I have definitely gotten like desensitized to a lot of these news. Anyway, Minnesota fisherman who found car may have solved 1967 cold case. Let's go. This mask makes my nose itchy, and I always think about washing it. I'm like, I need to wash this mask, but I forget. It doesn't smell bad though. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Minnesota fisherman who found car may have solved 1967 cold case using a sonar device and 100% luck. Brody lock spotted submerged car in river linked to missing person case. A fisherman who recently went out on the Mississippi River in Minnesota ended up spotting a submerged car and evidently helped solve a nearly 60-year-old missing person case, according to authorities and local news reporting. The fisherman at the center of the remarkable chain of events, Brody Locke, told Minneapolis news outlet WCCO that he called authorities after discovering the 1960s era Buick in question with a sonar device on the week of 9th August. Is there any comments? I said, between stories like this and that adventure with the purpose group, I feel like looking for cars and water is really something we should be doing, funding on a large scale. I agree. They found it using sonar. Wonder how expensive that is to run for a hobby. I think magnet fishing hobby is a thing. Probably confirm something large in metal. There's a lot of cold cases tied to a single car. Wait. There's a lot of those. The KS agency said that the car's vehicle identification number VIN investigators were able to determine the car belonged to Roy Ben, who at age 59 was reported missing to the sheriff's office of nearby Benton County in September 1967 and had not been seen since. I bet if you do this, a lot of this would happen. You know what I've heard? The other thing, there's a case going on right now in India. Oh god, I hope I don't get killed. Okay. In India there's a case going on. This is a little bit of a pivot. Okay, but there's a case going on right now. And okay, so there was years ago there was a movie that came out, and in the movie it's about how there's this very average Indian family, and normal, middle class Indian family, nothing out of the ordinary with the family, right? But then the daughter in the family, I don't remember this, but this a friend told me this. A daughter in the family has some kind of is dating somebody or has a friend who kind of treats her badly. I think tries to like essay her or something. Something happened anyway. She defends herself, her mother and her defends herself. I don't know a lot of the details, by the way. This is a movie, and of the guy who tried to harm the daughter. The daughter is kind of like college age. The father finds out, and then figures they were trying to defend themselves, gets rid of the body somehow, and then the rest of the movie is basically the father trying to protect the family and then not be sent to jail. And at the climax of the movie, there's no body to be found. Right, they cannot arrest them and stuff, and the guy who is off, his parents, I think his mother is a police officer, his dad is like a very in the movie is like a very influential businessman or whatever. There's no body to be found, and then everybody knows that they're the ones who did it because they're like certain circumstantial evidence that points towards the family. And in the end, it's kind of insinuated, or maybe it's said, I don't remember, because this was years ago, that because throughout the movie there's a new police station being built, and in India they don't build it using like shingles and stuff. They use bricks, and what happens is the I don't remember how exactly it ends, but basically the movie is trying to say is thank you for the follow, Cooler 6957. Basically, what's being said is that he buried the body in the foundation of the new police station, and they're not just gonna go and destroy the police station. And there's a lot of this said, and there's a lot of these things in Sudan. So one of my friends was telling me that this, if you go back, or maybe even now, it was very common, or it is maybe still common in India, a lot of these things to, like, crimes to have been gotten rid of bodies like this. Like, it's very common. Now, a few days ago, maybe weeks ago, this happened. I didn't even know what was happening, but like, I found out about this like this past weekend. Basically, somebody, this is a real life incident. Like a caretaker from a temple, like an old temple, and I'm not really sure about the religion around it. I think some people say it was like one religion, but it's treated like a Jain religion, and then it's a Hindu religion and something like that. But the caretaker comes out and said, I buried like hundreds of bodies. Like, I buried hundreds. A temple town reckons with decades of alleged abuse, and there's lots of things happening. And people, of course, since the case have come forward, this has come forward, a lot of people from like neighboring states have come out and said, hey, I went to college there and this is what happened. Hey, I went there to visit the temple and this is what happened. And people have like said there's a lot. And I think now there's like a right-wing political party that's come out and said that it's a smear campaign. I'm just reading this now. I didn't know this, but there's like let's see, the sort of burial case SIT. SIT, I think, is like the team that's the special investigative team that's looking into the case. Unlikely to submit interim report. So it's like hundreds of bodies, and like a lot of them were women. And somebody had come out and said that whenever they would visit this place, because this entire like village is like kind of, I guess it's surrounded around the temple, like the workings, like the money that comes in, it's from the tourism that people comes in, from people from neighboring countries, and maybe I don't know if people do out of country, but out of state, people come in and visit the temple, and the lodging and food and everything. That's how a lot of the business in the village is run. And people have come out and said that whenever they visit there, men and women, but mostly women, they've come out and said that they'll tell the women, hey, listen, do not walk around as ugly as possible. Do not like get dressed up and stuff, because if somebody from some family that's run this figures out something is happening, then they will like abduct you basically, and then you'll be found. Like, there was one body that was found of this college girl, who was native to that village, by the way. She went to college. She was on her way back from the college, and she met her uncle on the way, but she didn't reach home. And then when it was like around like nighttime, evening, 7 o'clock or something, the family, the mother of the of that girl goes, gets a search group together and stuff like that. And then they also go to the cops. The cops say that I think it's like it needs to be at least 24 hours or whatnot. And so they go back to the the search group, and then they search, and eventually the girl is found tied to a tree with, I think, if I remember correctly, like soil, like soil or whatever, like dirt stuffed into a private part. So people are saying that they did that because to like destroy any kind of DNA evidence. So she was essayed or R-worded. It's a wild story. I want to follow this. I've not really. I need to sit down and like find like proper sources. These are things like I found while watching videos and like reading articles and stuff. But I want. This is Australian Broadcasting Corporation. So everything I read was from the Indian perspective. Okay. But I'll do this. I'll do this like the next coming days, because this is very interesting to me. In short, an anonymous whistleblower alleges that over decades, hundreds of men, women, and children were murdered and buried in a sacred temple town in southern India. Excuse me. The whistleblower pointed investigators to 13 alleged burial locations in Dharmasthala, sparking a new police investigation. What's next? The investigation is ongoing, but families of women and children and girls who have gone missing in the area are demanding justice. Tucked deep in the Western Ghats in southern India, Dharmasthala is the kind of place that often feels untouched by time. The monsoon air clings thick to the skin. The Netravati River, bro, these names take me out, and just take the seriousness out of the case too, hums gently through the hills, and the scent of wet earth rises from stone paths. Warning, this story contains content that may cause distress for many readers. Pilgrims come from across India to seek blessings in the revered temple, a centuries-old shrine dedicated to Lord Shiva. But last month, that serenity gave way to something more sinister. The air, heavy with humidity, carried an eerie stillness. A chill lingered that had nothing to do with the weather. Police vehicles now line the roads near the bathing guards. Armed officers stand guard as red and white tape cuts through the surrounding forest. Locals gather in clusters, watching from the edges, waiting to see if authorities will find what they have been told lies beneath the soil, evidence of one of India's most chilling alleged crimes. I can no longer bear the burden of memories of the murders I witnessed, the continuous death threats to bury the corpses I received, and the pain of beatings that if I did not bury those corpses, I would be buried alongside them, he wrote in a statement reviewed by the ABC. So this is a quote by the whistleblower who came forward with what he described as an extremely heavy heart. The 48-year-old whistleblower asked police to exhume what he claimed were hundreds of bodies, men, women, and children he buried between 1995 and 2014. So there's a female kid, by the way, that I read about. By the way, all this is alleged. This is what I know from reading and like watching YouTube and stuff. There's a young kid who was abducted. When I say young kid, I want to say more teenage years, I think, or maybe a little. Yeah, I want to say that. Maybe it's a little younger, but was abducted and then taken to another house in another place, like a part of the village, and then somebody was feeding her. There was a woman or someone who was in charge of taking care of her. So it just points to like a lot of people kind of being in on this. It's kind of, from what I can gather, it seems like it's an open secret about this like a big influential family who runs the temple, by the way, somehow connected to it. And then they kind of run, because the entire working, like the business milieu of the village is attached to this working of this temple. They kind of control a lot of the business, and like pilgrims coming in and the temple, the running of the temple, etc. So they have a lot of influence in the community. The whistleblower, now under witness protection, has returned to the forest with himself cloaked in anonymity. Here, lawyers represent the whistleblower and says the victims he alleges were killed and buried were not being looked for by any authority. I have so much rage in me. Among those closely watching the current investigation is who's the mother of Sojourn, the 13-year-old who was armored and murdered in 2012. I think this is the one I read. I have so much rage in me, but we are following the path of law and order the only way. He's a former police officer turned activist. That's another thing. The cops who are kind of involved in this, like it's almost like the way from what I could read, it's almost like the cops. It's almost like the cops don't exist there. It's like it's run by this family and then the associates of this family. So it's like a what is it? No man, not a no man's land. What is it, like a lawless land? You know, like the wild west, kind of like that. And the cops just the cop. I mean, I'm sure there's like a police officer and like a police officer who's in charge there, but then they're useless. They're at the mercy of the family, is what I'm trying to say. But when news of the whistleblower broke, the remains submitted to a court the stories of young girls buried in secret. Something shifted for the first time in 22 years. Sujata found herself holding on to the fragile possibility that her daughter's remains might finally be found. Wait, this was they were not found. Okay, so this is a different one. I think it's a different one. I read where they found a body. I'll do a proper. I'll get like proper sources of this, and then I'll like prepare like a good little like a news clip of it, and then we can get like a comprehensive idea. But this is very interesting to me. Okay, shocks big bite of surfers board forces beach to close on Australia's east coast. It's Australia, bro. Isn't that normal? Over 300 million pounds given to English councils to help house Ukrainian refugees unspent. Oh, wait, what is it? I thought UK was having like big backlash from the people because of all the housing they were giving to refugees. But how is it not spent? Or is it specifically because of Ukrainian refugees? Is that what they're trying to say? More than Guardian, you make so much money, bro. Fucking paywall again. I'm not doing this. Okay, Tesla almost halves UK monthly lease fee as sales slump. The Times reports. In the UK, I think it's slumped in the US. British motorists can now lease a Tesla electric vehicle for just over half of what they would have paid a year ago. The Times reported on Monday, citing industry sources, Tesla has been forced to offer discounts of up to 40% to car leasing companies to shift more units. The discounts are also due to the lack of storage space for Tesla vehicles in the UK. Because see, they don't have the McMansions they have out here. Yeah, they have like the you know what they share the wall with. That's what even like some of the like good housings. I think they share the wall. Like they share the wall with like the neighbors. Yeah, they have the Victorian houses. Reuters could not immediately confirm the report. Tesla did not immediately respond to Reuters' request for comment. Tesla's July sales in the UK fell from 60% to 987 units in July, according to the latest data from the Society of Motor Manufacturers and Traders. British new car registrations overall fell about 5% year on year in July, according to MMT. Okay. Tradwife, Delulu, and Skibbity among new words added to Cambridge Dictionary. I don't know if these things are. I don't know if these things are like. I don't know if this is a program. I don't know how I feel about this, to be honest with you. A good thing or not. Other words linked to working from home, such as mouse jiggler, a device or app that simulates mouse movement and stops your computer going into sleep mode, and climate change related phrases like forever chemical have also been added. Also, Brolygarchy. How is forever chemical a climate change term? It's literally just describing poison in the environment, man-made poison, but it's not like the climate introduced those PFAS chemicals and they don't affect the greenhouse effect. To the best of my knowledge, because Republicans have somehow convinced their voters that environmental stewardship is a liberal plot. This is true. Which is wild because Republicans are the ones that founded the EPA in the 70s and even earlier the U.S. Forest Service under Teddy Roosevelt. This is very common. I feel like in American politics, as the political landscape changes, the idea, like the way these political parties function changed too. Because if you go back, like I've seen videos of like George Bush Sr. talking about immigration very differently than how Republicans are talking about legal immigration, by the way. Now, people sometimes forget that Nixon was Ike's VP. He was from a time before the party shift happened, and Republicans stood for different things before the shift. Yeah, if you go back and see videos and campaigns of a lot of these Republican leaders, you'll see that it would be like if Mitt Romney was somehow elected in 2024. His policy beliefs are vastly different than the GOP of today. He was still an evil, corrupt bastard who conspired to keep the Vietnam War going for his own gain and carpet bombed the shit out of Cambodia. This is true. I think there's always politicians who they feel less guilty if it's just because people always work in groups. So it's like, hey, if I just take care of these people in this group and they like me, then it's fine. Because the Vietnamese and Cambodians don't have the power to vote out a party, out of power. Las Vegas' growing mosquito problem is a ticking time bomb, bro. It's like, I don't know. I think it's like increasingly a lot of these places are becoming more third world like. If at one time it was thought mosquitoes couldn't survive in desert climate, this city is a case study in how wrong that is. Mosquitoes typically prefer more tropical humid conditions, but these biting machines have exploded in numbers throughout the Las Vegas Valley in recent years because of a host of changes. A mix of urban development, climate change, insecticide resistance, and genetic adaptations are creating a more hospitable environment for the insects in southern Nevada. I thought they needed like stagnant water to like lay eggs and stuff. Where do they have stagnant water in Nevada? Excuse me, water break. What the hell? Is my TikTok? It says no. Hello? Yeah, it works. Okay. Yeah, that was weird. Okay, I was just checking. Mic check. Okay. I bet it's the urban. Yeah, that's where it's urban development. I bet it's like water leaking from like AC just being stagnant and stuff like that. It's more, and also Vegas Strip, bro. It's I've heard things have like gone down because of like I don't know if I can say this. Am I allowed to say it? Inflation. Do people say inflation? I don't know. Allegedly, there's an inflation, but anyway, it's just I don't know. It's just nasty, bro. Like you have to be in that mindset where you just go in there. It's just dirty and so what, but you have to like completely embrace the grittiness of the city and then just do it. It's really bad. Thousands without power in Puerto Rico as Hurricane Erin pummels region. Hellish heat wave brings hottest nights on record to the Middle East. Again, it's the Middle East, bro. It's hot. What's new? Jordan and Israel have suffered through their hottest nights on record with nocturnal temperatures in the 11. Leave in 11. I don't know, but how do you pronounce? Let me look this up forever because I've wanted to. What's Levant? Oh, that's what I typed.
Levant.
Levant. Yes, that's what I thought. Levant will well above levels that scientists consider hellish. Temperatures on Monday night did not go below 35 degrees Celsius. Bro, I'm not gonna say anything. Who owns Guardian, bro? Who owns Guardian? I bet it's a weird face guy. What's his name? The Australian Aussie dude. What's his face? Scott Trust. Let me see his face. This is him. Oh, he was so much better than oh my god! Hey, but I can't recollect things information while I'm streaming. Bro, the Aussie guy with the face, dude. He looks like a Batman villain or some shit. A Marvel villain. Oh my god. Murdoch! Got it. Bro, this dude has just... What's Murdoch age? Murdoch, how old is Murdoch? 1931? I type 94. Oh, you know what? Fair enough. I won't give him a hard time. 94, it's time to go. Okay. Mother in Southern California who said, baby was kidnapped in Ucaypa. These names take me out every time. Stops cooperating with detective. I wonder why. Vermont's Republican Governor Scott refuses to send National Guard troops to DC. Phil Scott has turned down a bro. Some of these places, like he's like you know Charlie from Massachusetts. He was the governor. He was Republican, but he was like New England Republican, which is a different breed. Governor Phil Scott has turned down a second request from President Donald Trump's administration in as many months to use members of the Vermont National Guard to carry out elements of the White House's controversial domestic policy agenda. Fair enough. Immigration agent fires shots at vehicle with people inside San Bernardino operation. We know this has been going on. Unlike any other kind of fear. Thank you for the follow, Jerbob Canned. Unlike any other kind of fear, wildfires leave there. It's not luck, it's all math and strategy. I started small and scaled up. Thanks, man. Hey, I'll do that. I'll add you to Discord. Unlike any other kind of fear, wildfires leave their mark across Spain. Yeah, I remember reading about that. Let me just read the comment. People were afraid that everything would burn and that they'd lose everything, says Enric Adele, the mayor of the small Catalan mountain town. I've heard Catalans are like beautiful. They were scared of getting trapped and not being able to get out of the village. The fear of a fire like that, he adds, is unlike any other kind of fear. From the article expanding on the headline, sounds like regular fear to me. Regardless, if you didn't want a hotter climate with more fires and more unstable weather, you could have told the gas giants to go F themselves at any point in the last century. But no, keep electing conservative governments and keep giving giant companies free reign to do whatever they want. Okay. Holy shit, it's almost like actually these issues should have been taken decades ago. Instead, the same people who ignored these issues are now voting in fascists because 3 trans people want to use the bathroom in this state. Hey man, live and let live. Okay? Just gotta take care of your surroundings. If not, we're gonna lose. Everyone's gonna lose everything. Air Canada Union says flight attendants will continue strike. Actor Terrence Stamp has passed away at 87. Bro, 87, you lived a good life. I think so. Maybe it's close to, at this point, maybe it's close to 90. I'll give you that. I'll give you, I don't know. He looked pretty healthy. If this is, oh, in 2012. Okay. Hey, rest in peace. Rest in peace. Blackwater founder Eric Princess sent hundreds of fighters to strive torn Haiti. Not surprised. Bro, I don't want to get killed, so I'm not going to say anything, but. This dude. Thieves steal $2 million in jewelry from Seattle store in 90 seconds. Ooh. I remember years ago something happened like this happened in, do they have a video? Something happened in Dubai. Okay, what did I say? From the article, Brett Gibson, an employee at a gym across the street from the shop, told Kiro that the robbery could be heard inside his workplace. You could still hear like a lot of glass breaking and banging around and stuff. So they were in there around noon, still robbing the store while everyone was on the phone calling the cops. Makes it sound like it was 90 minutes and 90 seconds. You forget 1,000 things every day. Make sure this is one of them. Get out of my brain. Zip tied all the guards and found the one computer that controls every security camera on the block. Rocket City moment. Should replay it again. That game is a fever dream. But see, it seems like they knew exactly what they were doing. Maybe somebody working there. Game spent 99% of its budget on actors. I think it's my favorite part. It's amount, $2 million cost or retail. There's a difference. Probably $2 million insurance claim, more like $200K wholesale value, $500K retail. This happens a lot. Well, I have to pay overhead and make a profit, so I bet I can. The best I can do is 20. Comments over. 11 people shot, 3 killed in Brooklyn lounge shooting. Suspects on the loose. Suspects? Oh, is this the brief? 12 people were shot overnight inside a lounge in Brooklyn. 3 people were killed and 9 more were injured. Police say multiple gunmen are still on the loose. Oh, this is scary. This is happening. Didn't a shooting happened like in Manhattan a few days ago? Not to downplay violent crime, but this seems 100% targeted and almost certainly gang-related. In NYC, the vast majority of shootings are gang-related and perpetrated by kids, unfortunately. I live in a Midwestern city, and I'd further say that the majority of shooting in most cities is targeted and gang-related. Yeah, people have a perception of violent crime as completely random, but generally it involves people who already know each other. And sometimes innocent folks get caught up in it, like the prostitute with Philip Tattaglia. Who's Philip Tattaglia? Philip Tattaglia. Uh, bro, the guy. Why am I? That was a pimp. He could have never outfought Santino. Okay. I remember a line from an interview with an ex-FBI guy, I think from years and years ago. He said something like, normal, well-adjusted people don't get shot. And I think that is generally true. The proportion of people killed in truly random shootings is extraordinarily low when you look at all the numbers. Rather, the majority of people caught up in really bad situations with drugs and gangs and gambling and all sorts of shady characters. If you're not doing shady stuff and are in a generally solid life situation with your friends and relationships, the chance of being a victim of gun crime are really low. Domestic violence and abuse cases are, well, most of the shooting in our yard is targeted and can relate. He hates these, bro. Can relate it. San Bernardino family claims federal agents shot at truck, shattered windows. Judge strikes down key parts of Florida law that led to removal of books from school libraries. So the books are back in. That was, see, those things are like very reminiscent of the, like a certain history. Malnutrition Palestinian woman dies in Italy after Gaza evacuation. Bro, she made it out and then she died. Famines don't start when people start dying; they start well before that. Wait until people are dropping dead, and it'll be too late for many of them. This mask for many of them, and much more difficult to save the rest. Even if they survive, they are effed for generations. Even if they get healthy meals for the rest of their lives, their unborn children will suffer the effects of famine. Only their children will be healthy again. Oh wow! I want to read this, bro. It's just so grim. A 20-year-old woman suffering from severe malnutrition was evacuated from this week has died at a hospital in Pisa. Said, rest in peace. Also, childhood malnutrition will permanently stunt growth and IQ. More recently, this is absolutely a genocide. The entirety of Gaza is being razed. Their culture is already being wiped out with them. This is discussing that the governments of the world, mostly Western governments, though, have sat either idly or even supported the action. It's not just Western governments, by the way. There are Arab governments, there are Muslim governments out there, or even supported the actions. Never again means never for anyone, because no group deserves to be genocided, and I wish more people actually did something about these things. Bro, I'm sorry, this is my. I don't want to read it, bro. This is really grim. I did read it, but that's it. Park run record broken by 97-year-old Belfast runner. The hot shit she is. State Department halts medical humanitarian visas for people from Gaza. Israeli government official arrested in Nevada in internet crimes against children sting. Octopus, no new comments cannot be posted. That's interesting. So they just released him to go back home. Cool. That employee then returned to his hotel and flew back to Israel 2 days later. What the? And not escorted to the airport for immediate expulsion either. Maybe he still had tickets for the next night to Soleil's show, and it seemed like a shame to waste them. Do you know how hard it is to get good seats? But he could stay two more days in the country. Prosecuting Israeli pedos means you support to commit more murderous crimes against Palestinian children. You know that this administration loves this isn't TikTok. You can spell PDF. Why can't you spell PDF on TikTok to protect them? Unfortunately, that is the case. Any form of name calling is banned there, though slurs seem to run free there. Oh my god. They just let this guy. Is there any? Let me see. Is there any excerpts from the? Unfortunately, that is the case. Any form of name. They just released him out of custody. He continued his holiday for 2 more days and went on his way to fly back home to Israel. No consequences. That's wild. Yo, do you remember me? Cassius, yes, I do remember you, bro. How you doing? How's the fires in Canada? West Virginia National Guard to deploy to DC for federal takeover. Good. Oh, so I'm glad to hear you're safe, bro. Hurricane Erin is now a rare category 5. Next week, the storm is forecast to at least double or triple in size. What is this happening? What have you been up to, Cassius? Not currently predicted to make landfall at all. At least the storm is passing just north of the Leeward Islands, the Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico this weekend, while making a gradual turn. Bro, when you're on an island, what happens when the hurricane hits? Like, you don't have anywhere to go. You're just stuck on the island. The entertainer founder to hand over UK's biggest toy shop chain to staff. You can now run Air Canada suspect. I know there's a lot of news because I haven't done any news, and I haven't read any news in like a couple of days. Number of Canadian, nothing much. My friend kind of got jumped right in front of me yesterday, but yeah. Where do you live, dude? Alberta? Like, does Canada have like hoods like that where you can get jumped? I thought Canada was just like, no, Toronto. Toronto has some like hood places. Yeah, I forget where you're from. I think it's Alberta, right? Hundreds may have been exposed to rabies at bat-infested cabins in Grand Teton National Park. Bro, stay. Okay, yeah, I live in Windsor. What the hell is that? Is that like very hood-like? Is that how it is? Oh, Windsor. Oh, like Windsor from. Bro, I don't know these places. Windsor, Alabama. Windsor Creek, Alberta. Is Windsor Creek? No, Windsor, Edmonton. Oh, okay. How many Windsors do you have? Windsor Park. Ontario. Oh, Ontario. Okay. Let me see how this place is. Yeah. Windsor is a city in Ontario, Canada, across the Detroit River from the U.S. city of Detroit. Oh, you're right there. Its main waterfront park stretches about 5 kilometers from the 1929 Ambassador Suspension Bridge. Is it safe? Expensive to live? Let me look. The average cost of living is for a single person who rents. The average is based on many. Okay. Let me see how is your place. Ashes. Mixed opinions. While some consider Windsor generally safe and welcoming, others have been unpleasantly surprised at the condition of the city, particularly downtown. Windsor has a plan addressing crime and social issues with strategies focusing on prevention and multidisciplinary approaches. Windsor overall crime index decreased by 5% in 2024 compared to the previous year. Proper violent crime in Windsor increased by 3.1%. Specific concerns to robberies 12%. You live right next to a hood. That makes sense, bro. Safest neighborhood: South Windsor, Riverside. Riverside in America, like Riverside, California, is like not a good neighborhood. Riverside is a city, and yeah, not neighborhood, city. It's not a good city, I think. Probably the best place. What? Okay, maybe things change. From what I've heard, like Riverside, okay, maybe Riverside has hoods that's really bad. It's horrible. Okay, Chico, what is the next news? Sean Kingston sentenced to 3.5 years in prison for fraud. Really? I guess it's not so beautiful. Beautiful. Sean Kingston was sentenced to 3.5 years in prison today after being convicted of a $1 million fraud scheme in which, he leveraged his fame to dupe sellers into giving him luxury items that he then never paid for. Bro, Kingston, whose legal name is Sean Paul Anderson, and his mother, Janice Eleanor Turner, were convicted in March. Oh, his mother was convicted too? Conspiracy to commit wire fraud and 4 counts of wire fraud. Turner was sentenced to 5 years in prison last month. And then what happened? Oh, maybe time served. He was already in prison. Hey, stay safe, Cassius. Microsoft launches inquiry into claims that uses tech for everybody. I read this. Federal corruption investigation, bro. New Orleans. What's happening? New Orleans. I haven't been to New Orleans in a while. New Orleans, like they said, New Orleans. I should go back. It's pretty good food though. There's a restaurant called Park 511. Something like that. What is the restaurant called? The restaurant, Paladin, yeah. Pretty good restaurant. I'm just giving them. This is a pretty good restaurant. They have like a tasting menu and stuff. I gotta go back, bro. It's really good. I gotta go back. Okay. Pensacola woman receives jail time for stealing from couple in adoption deception scheme. What? At least 280 people killed by flash floods in Pakistan, with scores still missing. Wow. That's with smearing journalists and some other, bro. FBI returns stolen documents signed by conquistador Hernan Cortez to Mexico. African Union joins calls to end Mercator map that shrinks content. Yeah. New lawsuits just I don't know. I don't know, bro. California banned legacy admissions at private schools. Stanford is sticking with it. Oh, with what? Yo, check the first words that were typed in chat. Yeah. Wait, that you typed? Yo, good, nothing. Check the. No, oh, did everyone type? Okay, I've been hanging in your stream for like 30 minutes. Yeah, I was like 2 minutes in. That's what it is. Don't keep me waiting. Just cause chaos together. Bro, I get this a lot, by the way. And you've officially got my attention. Bro, I get these things a lot. Sometimes people ask me like, hey, do you not like who does that? Who does this? Let me read this. Do you not like streaming to 0 people? Like, no, of course I don't like it. I'm just streaming because I like to do it. All right, that's enough news. That's enough news. Let's do Wordle. Let me do some. Oh my god, it's been 40 minutes. Okay. Same strategy. Okay, I'm gonna do audio because there's vowels. Okay. Let me do. There's no there's a E. Cassius, do you wanna play? L-O, there's 5-letter word U-I-E. Let's go. Okay, what's your guess? What? That's not a word, bro. What? Um, what is a 5-letter word? Let me turn the AC on. It's just hot. I just did. No, I did Louis. So E is at the end, but there's U and I. L-O-U-I. We know that. No, L-O. What is this? Is so odd. There's 5-letter word. There's U-I and then like a E at the end. What is it? This is stupid, but wins. Okay, that's a bad guess, but I'll try it. Oh, it's an S though. Okay, so it's S. I think S is first. U S-U-R-I-S-U-T. Oh, like what? So it starts with I? You know I suck at this. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I know. We've done this before. So Apple. Yeah, I'm not gonna try that. But I think so it starts with an I. So it starts with an I. It's a S and U E. What? I-U-S-E. E is the last letter. E is the I really thought I got it was sweet. In the N is not there. So it's I-S something U-E. Is Ru, is Pew, is Few, is Dew, is Q, is Hugh, is Jew, is Q, is Zoo, is Q, Zoo, is Bew, is Mew. Anything? Cassius? I-S blank U-E, I think that's the letter. Oh, S-Q. No, it can't be S-Q because What is this freaking Is that a letter? Oh, I'm gonna try all the letters. Yeah, that's what I feel. That's what my brain is saying. ISG do a little bit of good. That's what my brain is saying. God, SUI. I don't want to let go because I've not been doing good in Wordle for the past few days, the last few times. I know, but SU, the U's not here or here. I's not here. The I's got to be here. Yeah, I do. I do. So it's got to be I, and U's not there, so it's got to be in. Oh, Ensu is Ito. Or is it? Dude, what the hell? Insu. There's no Insu. There's no Irsu, Ifsu. Irsu, Iksu, Ibsu, Ibsu, Is. What the hell? How about you? No, it can't be use. It can't be because there's no U in the middle. Oh my god, it's frustrating me. Iksu, Ibsu, Ibsu, Ims. What is? If this is some word that I know, I'll be so pissed. Who's? Who's? No. That's not it. That's not it. If I do like, maybe it's yeah. Oh, okay. So I was right. Is I blank this? Is I blank this? Sorry. That's where it is. Wait. Is it issue? Wait, it could be issue. Oh, I might have just. I solved. Thank you. Okay, this worked. I can't believe I did this. Wait, they have other games too? The mini connections, group words, spelling bee, past puzzle. What's spelling bee? Let me try spelling bee. Okay. How many? What is the word? I forgot. What is it? Spelling bee. What is this? How many words can you make with 7 letters? Ben. Too short. Oh. Okay. What? What the hell? B doesn't work. So no 3-letter words. I have to. Okay, I'm really bad. I shouldn't have done this. God. And what is this? F. Okay, this has gotta work. Thank God. I got 1 letter so far. There's no mile. And now it doesn't exist in the letters. B, you're really bad at this. This is for sure. By life. Oh. Wait, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I gotta try something. I gotta try something. Keep guessing, Cassius. Might. It's gonna be a lot of work. Okay, I'm not doing that. There's no. Where are you seeing M? There's no M. There's only an N. Is that a hint? What is a hint? Two-letter list. Two-letter. There's no two-letter list, bro. 3, 4, B. Oh, this light. No, there's no light. There's no T. Where are you seeing these? Line. That worked. Oh, fine. Okay. I want to use an X, but what? Can you use? Oh, you can use missing letter. Yeah, you can only use them once unless they're repeated again. So, oh, flex. I wanted to use X really badly. What? Flex is not a letter? Oh, it's not a word? Missing center. Oh, it needs to have, bro. It needs to have I in it. Like flicks, is flicks a word? Uh how do I, what is the word even like? Okay, I'm giving up because I have a life. I need to get out of here. Okay, let's do this. Let's do the crossword. Fast food chain that sells 50-piece nuggets. 3-letter word. KFC. Circle above an angel's halo. Pretty easy today. Queen or king? I don't know. Separately. Karaoke bar accessory. Mic. MIC. Laycraft with a palindrome name. I don't know. Laycraft with a palindrome name. Laycraft. What's the chat saying? Hold on. Is the chat saying anything? Indianapolis NFL team. Indigenous people of Arizona. With Edge. This was signal for a broken down car. Flare, right? Flare. I know that. Okay. Queen or king royalty. Bro, I'll donate if your face reveal. I don't even think I have my donation. I think this is like I gotta remove this. I don't. It's turned on, but I don't think I've opened it today. Don't donate. Please don't donate. Please don't. And I'm not gonna do face reveal. I did this like just for fun, just for the hell of it. But I want to see if like I can do something with this mask thing. I'm just interested. Oh my god, my chat is crazy. I built a chat aggregator and then it's just using like the test data to yeah, but I just did it for fun. Now I'm thinking of sticking with it and trying to see if anything is gonna happen with it. I want to see what's gonna happen because I'm just vibe streaming, I guess that's what it's called. Separately, a royal. What's R5 down? Hard-headed animal. R 3-letter word. Ram. Laycraft, a palindrome name. Kayak. That was easy. I consider you play games or react to videos. I need to do that. I do play games once in a while. I do those in the evenings, but I need to be more consistent with it. Video reaction. I don't know where to get good content. That's what it is. It's like I'm like, where do? Because my Discord is dead. I just started. It's only people I've added. So do you have Discord? YouTube. Oh, those like. Oh, you're seeing like. Viral. Oh, and then just do it. Well, short. Oh, I can just react to short. All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this sometime. No, good idea. I don't know. It was so obvious. I don't know why. I was thinking of like a website you could just go in and do it. Karaoke bar X30. Like mics. But like they're spelling mics wrong. Wait, look at my TikTok. What's your TikTok? What's your TikTok-y? Chow? Yeah. No, dude. Listen. I'm here. Hold on, I'm here. Why'd you leave? Search it. I'm gonna search cash. I'm gonna search this. That's your bitch name. Also, cash is 596. Which is you? Is it your name is Chow or is it Cash? Are you saying bye? I don't know what the hell you're doing. Cash is 5657 doesn't come back with anything. Wait, that's your freaking name? I don't know what. Wait, I'll check right now. Send me like. What the hell? You're not even coming up. Walkie-yokie. Okay, let me finish this freaking thing. The game is paused. Continue. Separately, it's gotta be here. That was easy. Not hard today at all. That was pretty easy. Either PCD is not following. Thank you for the follow. Either PCD is Chow 1049. Okay, Chow 49. This is you, dude. Bro, you have more followers than I do because I don't even. I just post shit. I just shit post. That's what I do. Let me see.
Vem caixa tá preparada pra fuder sua safada. Vem sentando na piroca, sua piranha safada. Vem fuder, vem fuder, vem fuder, vem fuder, vem fuder.
Oh wait, I don't know if this is like copyright protected. I like your edits. It's pretty good. What is this? Is this you? Ah, this is you. I can put a face to you now. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'll follow you. Oh, that's your big brother? Okay. If anyone sees this, go follow Chris is best on TikTok and Twitch and TikTok. Bro, why do you have a guy with like nuts on his face? What the hell is this? It's crazy. Yeah, I gave you a follow, bro. Alright, let's play some quiz and I'm out of here because I have to get 3 questions right and get 15,000 points in total. I might change the rules if it's taking me too long. The city of Bordeaux, famous for its wine, is located in which country? I'm just gonna do Italy, bro. Bordeaux sounds French. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Which is the most valued meat in the world? I want to say pork, no, chicken maybe. Is it pork? Yeah, pork is cheap. Which type of tea is known for this in origami? Orange flavor. Is English breakfast? Earl Grey? Yeah. Why do I always think of things afterward? I got 0 points. I don't think that's ever happened. Which one is associated with maple syrup? Canada. This is you, Cassius. Okay. What is the main ingredient, tzatziki? Jeez, it's cucumbers, right? Yeah. What type is this sushi? Sashimi, I think. Oh, nigiri. Is it no onigiri? Nigiri? Oh. Ah! I could have got this. How long is it? It's already an hour. It's too long. Okay, where is the camera company leak? I don't know, bro. I'm gonna do France. Where is it from? Germany. Okay. Jeremy McCurry was accused of what in 20 photo manipulation? I don't even know. It's just sort of most famous photo called Afghan Girl. Oh, I knew that's the one I thought. Pretty good at it. Okay. Give me signs or something that I'm good at. And I'm out. Caches. What country is known as a land of fire and ice due to its abundance of glaciers and volcanoes? Oh, both glaciers and volcanoes. Like Iceland? No, Iceland. Let me do Iceland. No, I'll do Greenland. Iceland. Oh! Those are all things, bro. I don't know these things. Just okay. Oh, this is so itchy. I might take the mask off anyway. In which city are you? European for sure. I feel like. Oh, Russia. You know what? I'm gonna do Moscow. Where the hell even is Moscow? Russia is so freaking big. What? Why not 5,000? What's the river Moscow called? Yeah, I figured. Which square can we find in Moscow? The is it Red Square? Oh, I could have gotten that. I'm making an edit of you. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Max Verstappen from where, bro? It's from Italy. No, not Italy. It's like Netherlands or somewhere. Belgium. Oh. How many championships? I don't know. I don't watch fucking. How many pole position, bro? I don't know. Ah, right. Barack Obama wrote "Dreams from My Father" exploring early in what city? Isn't it Honolulu? Honolulu? Yes, give me 5,000. Obama was excited about who was President Donald Trump. Okay, give me another 5,000. I'm out of here. Who was Obama's up against the re-election and won? Mitt Romney. Oh god, I can get out of here. Cassius, thank you so much for watching, dude. Hey, if you make the edit, post it on TikTok and then tag me or like message me something, and then I'll come and comment and you know.